So lots of activity going on. I have the art being moved today. I'm doing some renovations because I may end up selling it next year and pulling out the equity that I have, which is roughly around 300,000. Capital gains is 250, which is your lifetime max in terms of owing taxes. So anything above that 250 in profit that I would make, I would have to pay taxes on. So right now I'm at 300, so I may end up just selling next year. But until then, I'm renting it. I had it on Zillow for less than 24 hours and it rented for $2,900. My mortgage is $1,750 and the tenants will be covering all of the expenses. So I'll be cash flowing about $1,150 and also having the tax benefit as well as somebody else paying down my debt. So lots of returns there. So let's check out the remodel and just see what I'm doing. So some of the renovations include, I'm gonna do the hardwood floors, I'm gonna remodel the kitchen, and actually Conley just busted into the wall and we realized that we can flute the heater vent, and that way we can actually take this wall completely down, which will open up this space, so I'm really excited about that. I'm also going to be remodeling the downstairs bathroom. Everything will be demoed, and as well as putting in the same type of flooring that I'm going to put here along that staircase over there. Okay, so we are in the final throes of getting the reno done on my rental. Tonight we are finishing up the flooring. The sink is getting installed in the kitchen as well as the stove. The HVAC guy is coming to finish up the furnace and the water heater. I have a new kitchen that's been installed and a new bathroom. And all new flooring and light fixtures. And so I did some painting downstairs today to put in some sweat equity, kind of because, you know, some painters didn't show up, but sometimes that happens. And, you know, when life doesn't work out, you just pivot and you figure it out. And that's what real estate is. It's, you know, you constantly pivot. You take a buyer and they get under contract on a house and then they find out that there's a crack in the sewer line. Tonight we're sending a notice to terminate to, you know, some sellers because they don't want to fix the crack. And so you just pivot and now they're going to find a new place. And so that's what I've done. I'm a couple days behind. I had a little unfortunate event happen where I paid a vendor in advance, which I never recommend doing, but my father was sick and ultimately passed on Sunday, and so I was not necessarily in the best state of mind when I made that arrangement. But, you know, as I mentioned before, you always get it in writing, and so you have a contract, and then that contract is what you can follow through to get your money back, so hopefully that'll happen. But if not, you know, sometimes you just eat those losses and move on. So we're about 95% there, and I'm just really excited to see the final product. So this might have been one of the longest weeks, I think, of my life. I had one contractor that I had worked with for a long time who said that he would have the job done in a certain amount of time, and then midway through demo he said he couldn't do it. I then hired somebody else. My father was sick and subsequently passed on Sunday, so I gave him money, and like I said before, that's just not something you should do. So it's been breakneck trying to get this place ready this week, and it's finally done. We're kind of just finishing up the HVAC, and so the renters are coming at 3. They're pretty upset, but it's done, and it looks so much better than it did. And so I'm just really happy the way that everything turned out, and now I can just have some downtime to kind of process the loss of my father and
just completing this project.